My name is Bhushan Kumar. Today's topic is decoupling and dependency injection in Java. So these are basic concepts when we start learning Spring. These concepts are going to be very much beneficial when we start Spring. So let's come to the topic, decoupling and dependency injection. What do we mean by decoupling? Decoupling is something one class should not directly instantiate another class, and dependency injection is a concept where the dependency of one class to another class is injected from a third class. Okay, so we will start with an example. We are going to take an example of drawing different shapes. For example, circle, rectangle, triangle, right? So there should be one class drawing. We should be capable of drawing either circle or triangle or rectangle. Okay, so let's start the example. Okay, so let me just create a class called drawing. Okay, so first of all, let's see how this drawing will work when it has to draw a triangle, right? Okay, so now if I want to draw a triangle, certainly I need to have a class called triangle, right? So let me just create a class called triangle, and let's have a method draw, and you should draw triangle, right? Now let's come to the drawing class. We will instantiate triangle, right? And we want to draw a triangle, right? So drawing should have a method called draw shape, and let's draw triangle. Let's invoke draw method of triangle, right? Let's create another class called drawing application, and we'll call draw drawing. We'll instantiate drawing class here, right? Now let's call draw shape method of drawing. Let's run it. You see triangle is drawn, right? Okay, so we were able to successfully draw a triangle. Now in future, we have a requirement to draw another shape. Let's take an example of circle. How would we draw a circle? So we have to create another class, circle. Certainly circle needs to have another method called draw, right? And circle is drawn. Now if requirement changed and we need to draw a circle, right? We don't want triangle to be drawn. So we will have to, okay, comment this line out and then instantiate circle and to replace this object name circle in the draw shape method. Let's run it. You see circle is drawn. So here every time the shape is changing, we need to recode this drawing class, right? And one more observation we can see here is this circle class is directly instantiated into the drawing, right? These are tightly coupled. We we, we don't want this to be tightly coupled if we want to make drawing to be generic, right? So what are the solutions? So one solution could be circle should be instantiated in some other class and it should be passed to the drawing, right? Then only we will be able to make a drawing class generic, right? So and not only circle, we should be able to pass any shape to this drawing class. To do this, we will certainly use the polymorphism concept of Java. So we'll use the runtime polymorphism, right? So let's create an interface called shape, and let's have a method declared here called draw, right? Oh, hold on. To create an interface, right? So we have declared a method called draw. Now if I have to, now we will be working on making this drawing class a generic class, right? So suppose we want to draw a circle, right? We can certainly implement this drawing this shape class here, and we will override the draw method. So what all the changes we need to do in the drawing class? Instead of circle, we can just put shape, and then we can keep this variable as shape, right? So now let's run it. You see circle is drawn. Now if I have to draw triangle, right? We don't need to change this interface name or class name, this variable name, this variable name. We can just put triangle here, right? So to make this happen, what are the changes required in the triangle class? We need to implement shape interface, right? Now see this error is gone. Let's run it. You see triangle is drawn, right? So we have made progress of one step in making this class generic. We are only changing this class name here. Now the topic says that we should decouple the classes, right? Means we should not instantiate this class here, right? And the dependency of triangle on shape should be injected from some other class. So let's think other ways. How can we pass this dependency from other class? And we should not be changing this 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 drawing class at all if any new shape is getting introduced. So let's go to the drawing class. Here we can do, we can instantiate shape. So we can instantiate either drawing a triangle with the help of shape, right? So let's do, for example, triangle. I want to draw a triangle, right? I instantiated shape here. Now let's remove this line, this part of the code. Okay. So instantiation happened here, right? And we just declared the shape object here, right? Now the second step would be passing this shape to the drawing from the drawing application class. How would we do that? So we will go with a concept of setter. So let's create setter. Okay. And we will set the shape from the drawing application class, right? So we'll do drawing dot set shape, and then we'll pass shape object to this, right? Now let's run this class. You see triangle is drawn. What are the changes we see here? We see that the dependency has been removed. Now we are not directly instantiating any class here in this drawing, and we have decoupled. Okay, it is lightly coupled, right? The shape is, our drawing class is lightly coupled with the circle or triangle, right? So now if I have to draw a circle, we'll just do circle here and then run it. See, circle is done. If another shape is getting introduced in future, maybe rectangle, we'll create the rectangle class like this and have the draw method inside it, and would change the class name here. So these are two concepts, decoupling and dependency injection in the Spring. Hopefully I was able to make sense and able to explain decoupling and dependency injection. Thank you all.